Hey girls and boys, it's Mr. McAndrew, the math coach. Very excited as always to be with you. Okay, so here we go. What do we got going on today? We've got, plus zero. Yesterday we did it with part whole, right? That was awesome. And today we're going to use it on a number path, which is even awesomer. Okay, but first let's do a number talk, which quite frankly I love. Okay, so here we go. We've got 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. They all have the same number of dots. I'm covering them right now. In your market set, figure out how many dots, okay, and look at different ways that you can figure it out. See if you can subitize, okay, which means you look at a part of it and you're like, ooh, I know what that is right away. Okay, use some of the strategies we tried yesterday. All right, on your market set, go. What do you see? How many dots do you see on each card? Who says 5? Anybody see 6? Let's do it this way. How about 7? How about 8? How about 9? How about 10? I see 10. Just kidding. I see 8. 8. No, that's 7. 8. I see. I see 8. Let's take a look. All right. Up here, I saw, you might have just counted, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Or you might have seen 2, 2, 2, and 2. 2 plus 2 more, plus 2 more, plus 2 more gives you 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, you might have seen it that way. It's possible you saw it, did anybody see it like this? 4 and 4 makes 8, like that. Or maybe you even saw it like this, 4 and 4 makes 8, okay? All right, lots of different ways. If we look at the next card, looks like dice, doesn't it? Dice, right? You got the, right? So if it was dice, it would kind of look like this. So again, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you could just know that's 4 and then count on 5, 6, 7, 8. Who did it that way? Who did it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Counted all of them. Did anybody see 4 and 4 like I did and do 4 and 4 makes 8? All right, those are all great ways. The last one we have down here, you can recognize this from dice. We know we can subitize that. We know that's 5. And you might be able to subitize that and know right away that it's 3. So 5 plus 3 is 8. Okay, you could have said, oh, that's 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, lots of fun ways that we can do this. Okay, so let's get our math packet out because we have a very exciting word problem to work on about the New England Patriots. Any fans out there like myself? Okay, so it looks like this. It's in your math packet. It'll say Tuesday, follow along with Mr. McAndrew. Okay, so I'm going to read it and you're going to listen and follow along. It says, the New England Patriots scored 4 touchdowns. That's amazing. The New York Jets didn't score any touchdowns. Wah, wah. How many total touchdowns were scored during the game? Okay, so we have 4 for the Patriots and 0 for the Jets. 0 means none because they didn't score any. So think about this. How could we use our number path to help us with this? We wouldn't have to use a number path, but it's one way to do it. And since we have one, why not? Yesterday we used part whole. Today we're going to try the number path. So if the Patriots scored 4 touchdowns, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and the New York Jets didn't score any, so I'm not going to jump up or backwards. I'm not going to add anything. I'm not going to subtract. There's nothing to add, right? I'm going to stay at 4. Then I'm done, right? I'm basically done. So number sentence would be 4 touchdowns plus 0 touchdowns gives me a total of 4 touchdowns. That represents how many touchdowns the Patriots scored. The Jets didn't score any, so there's nothing to add. I can't go to 5 or 6 or 7 because they didn't score any. Okay, so, excuse me. Let's try the next word problem. So the next one looks like this. It's about a soccer game. Sorry, boys and girls, I had some potato chips and they're not sitting well with my throat. So I'm going to read it, then I want you guys to work on it, okay? All right. It says, in her first soccer game, let's stop for a second, boys and girls. Make sure you have the paper out. If I'm going too fast, just pause the video, all right? And then take it out, and when you're ready, come on back, okay? All right, we ready? All right. In her first soccer game, Shira scored no goals. Okay, so no goals, none. So you want to imagine this, right? In your head, you want to think about what's happening. Maybe you play soccer, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about. But you probably know soccer. In some places they call it football. We call football football means something different for us Americans. But it says in her second game, she scored 3 goals. Whoa, hat trick. Nice. How many goals did Shira score in her first 2 games? Okay, so I want you to see if you can figure out how you might use the number path and then write a number sentence to solve the problem. How many goals did Shira score in her first 2 games? First game, no goals. Second game, 3 goals. All right, so pause the video, work on that for a few minutes, and then come on back. All right, boys and girls, how did we do? So here's what I was thinking. Let's see if you did it like me. I was thinking in the first game, she scored no goals. So I can't move at all on the number path. I can't go to 1 goal, 2 goals, 3 goals, no goals. But in the second game, she scored 3 goals. So that's 1, 2, 3 goals. Okay, she got to 3 goals. So how many goals did she score on the first 2 games? Well, just 3 goals, right? Because she didn't score any in the first game. So my equation would be 0, right? First game was 0 plus 3 goals gives us 3 goals. So once again, when I add 0 to a number, I just get the number again, right? Nothing happens to it. It stays the same. Okay? Alrighty then. So we're going to do an activity like we did yesterday with a number path. I'm going to show you exactly what you need. Alright, so once again, now you might recognize this. This looks a lot like one we've done before where we added 1. Okay, but this time we're only adding 0. Okay, so put it inside your dry erase sleeve like this. Okay, I'll show you what that should look like. Boop, there I go. Okay, it looks like this. All you need is one of your dice that goes to 10, looks like this. Yours might be a different color. Okay, and you need your marker and eraser. You don't even need any materials today. Okay, so let's get this party started. Let's see how we do. So I'm going to roll it. Okay, I got a 7. All right, so I'm going to write down 7. I'm going to find 7 on the number line, on the number path, and I'm going to add 0 to it, which means I'm going to do nothing, right? It's like, when do you ever get to do nothing in school? When does your teacher ever say, hey, how about you do nothing? And you're like, great, I'll do nothing. That sounds fantastic. Well, that's what I'm saying to you. Do nothing to the 7 because you're adding 0, which means nothing. So if you do nothing to 7, you get, drum roll please, 7. Okay? All right, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's erase that 7. Let's keep that 1. And we're going to do it 3 more times. I'm going to do it 1 more time just to show you. Okay, and then you're going to do this maybe like 2 or 3 times so you get really good at it. Okay, I'm going to put down a 1. I'm going to circle the 1. I'm going to do nothing, doing nothing, doing nothing, adding 0, doing nothing. 1 plus nothing gives you 1. Is that a 1? I don't know. I guess sometimes people write it like that, or they write it like this, or they write it like that, whatever works for you. Okay? All right, so I want you to do this activity. Let's say do it like 2 or 3 times, just so you really get the idea that when you add 0 to something, nothing happens. Okay, boys and girls, have fun. All right, and I'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye.